Heaven help those who help themselves. That is not written in the Bible. You're not going to find it anywhere in the Bible. And you'll be shocked the number of people who actually think that this is a Bible verse. It is not a Bible verse. And please don't even be a Christian and think that this is a Bible verse. I'm emphasizing on this today. I think I am going to do a whole series on things that are not in the Bible or phrases that are not in the Bible, but people think are actually in the Bible. Because you'll be amazed to the things that people think are in the Bible, but they are not actually in the Bible. These are just common quotes or popular quotes that somehow they're good quotes. They encourage good morals, they encourage good things. Somehow people think they're in the Bible. But back to what I was saying, heaven helps those who help themselves is not written in the Bible. And I'm emphasizing on this because you find that people, when they want to do things that are not morally right, that are not godly, that are not in the right way of doing things, you hear them using such phrases. Heaven help those who help themselves. I can't just fold my hands and just let things happen as it is. Yeah, there are some times you might put in the efforts. You might have done everything in your capacity that you can do. You've done all the works, but yet you are not yielding results. Yet you're not getting the answers that you're looking for. Unfortunately, there is nothing that you can do in that instance. And that is the point where I'm going to tell you to just trust God. Trust the process that God is taking you on. Because a lot of the times you see that people want to hasten whatever process God has them on, whatever journey God is taking them through. We want to hasten the process. And then we start saying, heaven help those who help themselves, because we want to justify the actions that we are going to take. We want to justify the things that we are going to do. And in most cases, it's always things that are not pleasing to hear. It's always things that are not godly. It's always things that are not going to be encouraged or supported by the body of Christ. Or if you have real people, we say, heaven help those who help themselves. Oh, I don't just want to fold my arms and let this opportunity pass by me. Have the understanding that the physical realm is heavily controlled. It is controlled by the spiritual realm. So when you've done everything in your capacity physically and you're not seeing results, just trust God. Rely on God. This is what Isaiah 60 and 22 says. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in its time. The Lord is giving his promise that whatever it is that he has said to you, he's going to hasten it in its time. So there are some things, it just has to be at the time of God. There is nothing that you can do to influence it. And the sooner you make peace with that, the sooner you're going to have peace. The sooner you're going to be at ease and not overworking yourself. But many of us, because we live in this time of instant gratification, we live in this time where we want to sow today and reap tomorrow. Some people are not even willing to wait until tomorrow. Some people want to sow today and reap today. But the truth of the matter is, many things, many a times, you will have to wait for God's process. You will have to wait for God's time. And if you do not wait for God's time, if you do not wait for the process that He's willing to take you through, and you want to go with the notion, heaven help those who help themselves, so I'm going to help myself, there are consequences. And the consequences you are not going to like, I assure you. People might not see what you did in the dark. People might not see what you did behind closed doors, but there will be consequences. Habakkuk 2 verse 6 says, but soon their captives will taunt them. They will mock them, saying, what sorrow awaits you thieves? Now you get what you deserve. You've become rich by extortion, but how much longer can this go on? You've become rich by extortion, but how long can it go on? You might do things to achieve your goals, to get what you want to be. You might cheat your partner, cheat in an exam, cheat your business partner. You might cheat people in the marketplace, and you think you are getting away with it. But sooner or later, it's going to be exposed. And even in cases where it will not be exposed, there will be consequences. There is a difference between working smart and cheating people. So I am not speaking against working smart, because people will say, oh, yeah, there are easier ways to doing things. There are easier ways to go around situations. There is a difference between working smart and there's a difference between cheating people. There's a difference between working smart and there's a difference between being a thief. And in most cases, it's not that some people want to work smart. Some people just outrightly want to cheat. And when you are cheating, don't mix cheating and, and calling it working smart. No, there's a clear difference. Working smart is not going to harm people in the process. Working smart is not going to cause you, first of all, to sin against God. Working smart is not going to cause you to do things that morally are wrong. So there's a difference between working smart and just being an outright cheat and being a thief and just being someone that people cannot trust. So let us have this in mind. When you say heaven help those who help themselves, I hope the help that you're referring to is not something that is going to make you sin against God. Also, know for a fact the physical is controlled by the spiritual. So sometimes you might do things and you're not yielding results. It's not your fault. You're not doing anything wrong. You just have to hold on to God's process because everything will work out in God's time. Thirdly, working smart is not cheating people. Working smart is not doing things that is out of the way. Know the difference. Take out time, ponder on these things, and know for a fact that all of your efforts are seen and all of your efforts, all of your good and true efforts